Hello and welcome to Talkin Baseball. The World Series is set. We had two final games of the championship series, and we will be discussing them shortly. Let's do it. Hello and welcome to Talkin Baseball, brought to you by SeatGeek. Code JohnBoy Playoffs get you 10% off tickets. You want to get down to Philly, head to Houston, see some games. Tickets are pricey. 10% could go a long way. Code JohnBoy Playoffs. First and foremost, we got to talk about the Phillies beating the Padres and going in the World Series. Jake, I kick it to you to burn, my friend. Burn it, burn it.
Woo! Game 5 in the Philadelphia. Wheels up for the Phillies as they'd hope Zach would be helping punch their ticket to the World Series. But the Padres said, I ain't fucking with you. Darvish on the bump for Sandy Bago. Bottom 3, put them in the freezer. How do you eat your Reese's? Reese Hoskins. Man, he won't stop Trevor's guy. Fingerprints all over this series. It's 2-0, but the daddies aren't going down without a fight. Oh no, Soto. He hits a solo dong. And then in the 7th, big Josh Bell with the RBI double. And then Azo Carr drives himself home on the wild pitch for Anthony Uh-oh. But that man is a hero. Bryce, baby. Harper, that patented opposite field juice. And it's a 2-run homer. Fuck your fortitude. It's 4-3. And the Philadelphia Phillies are punching their ticket to the World Series. Ring that damn Liberty Bell. Phillies 4, Padres 3, and they take the series 4-1 final.
Great job, Jake. Great job. Do you attribute all the coffee you drank to that? Burn being so good.
I contribute coffee to what I'm doing this morning and some of those Phillies trade coffee. Make sure you guys go check them out. It's a coffee subscription service. So what's that mean? They're going to bring it right to you. I guess they could deliver it wherever you want. You want it at your place of work?
Whenever.
If wherever you like your coffee, home, work, they use your personalized recommendations to send you coffee that you will know and love. Why don't you go right now? They're giving you a deal. Go to drinktrade.com/baseball. $30 off your subscription to some of the best coffees in the country. It's drinktrade.com/baseball. Get $30 off your subscription plus free shipping. And Trev, a good cup of coffee. That's the way you start your day, and that's the way a lot of the good people in Philadelphia are starting their way today as their boys are going to the World Series. Drinktrade.com/baseball. Trev, these are your guys.
I hope they're not awake yet. I hope they're still sleeping. I hope they had the biggest night of their lives last night because they deserve it, man. To go take 3 in a row in Philly in front of your home crowd and to do it the way that they did it with their guy, Bryce Harper, who loves Philadelphia, who's going to be there until Jake does have a daughter that Matt Olson can date. That long. Put the team on his back, man. The game was crazy. We had the rain and everything like that. It was obviously affecting the game. It was nasty out there at times. And when Sir Anthony throws that wild pitch, I'm like, dude, this sucks. So I know both teams have to play in it, but like this isn't baseball. When a pitcher can't grip a ball and can't like throw his pitches, it's not baseball.
And both teams don't have to play in the rain all the time. Like it's different. It can be harder, lighter. Like it is kind of one of those things where one team can get dumped on while they're on the mound and then it clears. Yeah. I'm not sure in this one how long the rain or whatever, but
there was just that moment where you're like, oh boy, because we talked this series was evenly matched. I mean, the Phillies dominated, and man, that lineup became the problem and the story of the series, and it's going to be the stories coming up when we preview the World Series. But man, like you're saying, Trev, if they were on flights back to San Diego today to play a game because the winning run scored on a wild pitch in the rain, yeah, man, that's when like the dark thoughts start to creep in, and you start saying like, oh, were we a little rain spat away from the Phillies going dancing? Instead, nah, the legend of Bryce Harper in that city goes to
my guy.
Goes to another level, man, and it was perfect, man. It's perfect baseball poetry when you had, everyone on the internet like excited for Bryce because he's killing it, and he's a star, and this is exactly what you want. This is exactly what you want, and he is becoming, where he's a good 7-game set away from a statue now, and good he should be because he's a stud, man.
Yeah, you got to win the World Series, but
you think he's gonna have a statue in Philly? I haven't even thought about that yet. He spent so much time in Washington.
It's a statue.
I understand he's not going to get a statue
It's a
there,
statue
but then
town.
to get one in Philly, yeah, I mean, I guess you win a World Series and you're there that long, and you're Bryce Harper. I like that. Okay,
his numbers have been great. His whole time with them, came back from injury. Hey, how about like Philly should be giving hugs and kisses to the DH rule, because I think if it didn't exist, Harper wouldn't have been able to come back.
DH rule, 6 playoff spots. That's a good year. Good year for Philly.
Yeah, good year. I mean, his in Harper's 30 postseason games, he has a 997 OPS, 358 on base percentage, and this was the first year he played in the championship series. I mean, he did the DS in 12, 14, 16, 17. 4 times he lost in the divisional series.
And by the way, Harper obviously
3 of those went to Game 5.
Game-winning homer. He's Bryce Harper. He's going to get the love. My goodness, Reese outslugged him. How's your 889 to 850? And Schwarbo outslugged and out on based all of them at the top of that lineup. Remember when he was slumping? And are we going to mix up the order? No, dude. He had 3 walks.
This isn't the Yankees. This is the Phillies, a real organization.
Rob Thompson's Phillies, baby. Man, their dudes were dudes. We love a good postseason moment where someone's name gets remembered forever for a hit up the middle or something like that. But I mean, their dudes were dudes. Even Wheeler, 6 innings, 2 earned, 8 Ks, no walks. And their bullpen plan works. Their defensive sub plan, like Philly knows what they're doing, man. And that's as we'll talk about with the Yankees in a little bit. I think knowing your identity and knowing your roles is one of those things that you need the talent, but you need the talent to buy in and know what they're doing. And Philly has that in a big way.
I want to go back to the Hoskins homer because it's a 3-0 pitch, and it ain't a heater. It's a little slide cutter thing, and Reese is just looking middle there, gets the middle pitch, and easily you could just pop that pitch up. But he has that type of swing where his path is so good through the ball. He was on it, man. He crushed it. And his home run celebrations have just been incredible because they're natural. He has the bat slam. Another one I saw, he had like the bat like pop out of his hands, like, oh my gosh. And then last night it was like the Skippy Lou performance. And I mean, when I watch him do that, it's like that is just straight up raw emotion, joy. Like he's feeding off the crowd, which was incredible. Wheeler had some quotes about the crowd after Harper's homer. He said that he was down in the tunnel or down in the training room and the windows were shaking and some of the ceiling tiles cracked. Like that place was
scary.
What an atmosphere.
Cool. Yeah, no, I think it's kind of, besides known Philly haters, probably Mets fans, Braves fans, I think everyone else is looking to be like, damn.
That's what I want.
I want to be that right now.
Yes.
That is nuts. And you pitched decent. Like their pitching lines are pretty similar. It's just...
Well, and the thing that I think we have to talk about, and I know if you're Padres Sports Radio or whatever, Bryce Harper is one of the most feared lefty hitters in baseball, right? You've got a guy in that bullpen, Josh Hader, who can get you through and get you to the end of a game. and they didn't go to him. So I know that was a hot button at the time, and it's one of those hindsight can be 20/20 really quickly, but when you have the opportunity and you know what this game is, Bryce Harper at the plate, I don't know. I don't know. Do you want to go down with Suarez or Hader? And I think a lot of Padres fans would be saying Hader.
Hader warming up he was like just getting up, I think. I don't know if they had time. I don't know if they got him up in time. I'm not saying excusing it because I think you want that.
But get those guys up. What
be
are we
ready to
waiting
go.
Yeah.
Be ready to go. It's elimination game.
It's if you look at the numbers, and Melvin does have an explanation for why he did it. Suarez hadn't given up a homer to a lefty all season long. But man, I've been trying to justify this in my head because I do love Bo Mel, and I don't think it was like the worst decision. Like, this guy was a really good pitcher, and it's fucking Bryce Harper, bro. Like,
Right.
who had an unbelievable bat to get to that pitch, and then put an unbelievable swing on that pitch. You have to give credit to him, but I mean, you got a guy out there that's like been electric, and he has a pedigree, and yeah, man, it would haunt me. I think it's haunting Bo Mel as well. I know it's hindsight, and like I said, he had reasons, but I feel like if you're a manager, you've seen these things. You've seen Buck Showalter with Britain, and like that's got to be in your mind. Like, I got a guy out there, I should probably just go to that guy. But if he's not warm, he's not up. I guess that factors into the decision making, and I guess that's the problem. Get up and get ready, dude. What?
The urgency.
I don't know who that's on. Is that the bullpen coach?
Depends how the
manager.
message is relayed.
Yeah, I don't know.
I guess I should know that.
Yeah, it'd be a question. Yeah, I don't know the relay system there. We have quotes from them on getting to that pitch. The 1-2 changeup. Austin Nola, the catcher, is like unbelievable take. That's the pitch he swings at. And if you watch it, it is a really well executed changeup. If you're trying to get a guy to chase, especially lefty, like it's nasty, man. And then they're like, all right, well, shit, 3-2 now. I got to be in the zone here. They go sinker, and he goes oppo with it. It's good baseball.
It was.
Because that pitch is 99
great.
in the zone, but on the outside, you're thinking, okay, like he can get to that, but hopefully it doesn't do damage. But we've seen Bryce go oppo a couple times already.
And it's we talked about it during the juice ball times, and I think the stat came out that opposite field homers are down like 50% from juice ball times. And Trev, you were on it. Like, to go oppo as a dude in Major League Baseball, you kind of have to be a dude. Like, you can run into one, but the guys that do it regularly, the Harpers, the Sotos, the Judges, the Stantons, like, when you actually break down the people who hit opposite field home runs, my guy Chas McCormick, they are the dudes in baseball. And Bryce Harper, we've seen some balls are starting to die. Like, we've seen some big exit velos this time of year not have the same summer travel. And
I have a theory on that too. We'll get to that later.
But Bryce Harper doing that, it's easy now to say, Suarez, when he looks good, he looks nasty. Do you bring him in for Real Muto? And if he gets him out, you leave him for Harper. He got a single and have Hader. But end of the day, Bryce Harper had a 7-pitch at bat that he was down 1-2 in the count, fouls off 2 pitches, spits on a changeup, and hits a ding-dong that sends the boys from Philly to the World Series. Trev, you raised your hand.
I am now mad at Bo Mel.
Okay.
Because the world needed to see Josh Hader versus Bryce Harper. Like, we're talking, I get it, man, but like you deprived us of that situation. That's like an all-time
would have been a great
battle right there.
Yep. Would have.
Love you, Bo Mel. Just a little mad right now.
Do those guys like look in the mirror and kind of see each other? Hader and Harper? Like a pitching, hitting version of each other?
Physically or
just like spiritually, like we're both like lefty.
Take that necklace off.
Lefty,
you've just gone
guys.
off the deep end.
Okay. Sound off in the comments.
Hey, all these quotes from, the Phillies about like his teammates about him are awesome, dude.
Really cool. They
Like
call him the
they
showman
love him.
'cause
And
he's
of
a
course,
showman.
Castellanos is like hilarious. He goes, the way that he was able to immerse himself in the moment and stay focused and calm was fucking incredible. Please use those exact words.
Yeah. And the other story of Castellanos giving him the last out and saying, "This is your moment.
Yeah.
Like, this is you." It's pretty cool. I mean, he's everything you want a long-term superstar to be. Like, he's embraced the city. He's
He's all
played,
in.
come back from injuries. He's pumping gas with his uniform on, hitting homers, going crazy, doing the Philly thing. All that shit. It's a good town to become a legend in.
Can I say back in my day stuff right now?
Yeah, sure.
Back in my day,
Mm-hmm.
it was frowned upon to wear like your team logo anywhere outside the field. Anywhere. I didn't even ever wear my shit in the off season, bro. Because it said you were billboarding. That was the word they would tell us. Don't you billboard yourself.
Who would tell you that? Players, the PA?
Baseball.
Coaches, fucking everybody, bro. Don't billboard
sounds just
yourself.
like
and now it's all about billboarding yourself.
Sounds like a too cool for school take. Like, oh, dude, I'm not a Philly fan.
It was like
I'm
you don't want to
Philly.
be a target. So don't be
Yeah.
flaunting the fact that you're a professional baseball player because you become a target at that point. And this was before social media, so there wasn't really like avenues like that made sense. But I love that these guys, especially Bryce is one of them, but there's these guys throughout the league are just like they're repping their teams. That's I feel like that makes so much sense. But back in my day, they were against that.
Also should be mentioned, Padres, 9th inning. They get 2 walks. They go to Ranger Suarez, the bunt.
Dude, Suarez coming out.
What a play.
And then Nola, first pitch. 2 pitches from Suarez.
Was that what it was? 2 pitches? I know it was quick, but the bunt was, you know what? I don't hate that play. I think Bomel said the same thing afterwards. Like, the field is a mess. You have a lefty, so he has to turn around to make that throw. It wasn't a well-executed bunt, but, like, that is a very tough play. I bet if that play happened, that's like a 5 out of 10 times. Like, it's 50-50 play right there if he makes that or not. And worst case scenario is kind of what happened. You have runners on first and second and third, base hit, has the go-ahead run score. It looked bad because he didn't execute it right, and Ranger made a great play.
I mean, Ranger coming out, what, 1 day's rest? For the save.
He was ready. How was he ready, but Hader wasn't ready?
Because Ranger's done it all. He's a hero.
Love Ranger. You guys would love Ranger.
I do. I sing his praises a lot on here. He's the best.
Short King.
Yeah. All right. I mean, for the Padres, good stuff.
Would have been nice to have Tatis at the top of the lineup, huh?
No, they had a great year, man. A great playoff performance. They just ran into a buzzsaw. Phillies were kind of they've been firing on all cylinders, dude. Like, you run into a team that's as hot as they are, and they gave them a few punches, and this was a good series, an entertaining series. I don't know. I don't think you are too upset. You beat the Dodgers, you beat the Mets. That's fun.
It's a step in the right direction. Get Nando back. Bomel seems to have brought a level of expectation and peace there that, we'll see you next year.
Calm, maybe.
Beating the Dodgers for the Padres is like, that's massive, dude.
Yeah.
Like, you have bragging rights over them. That's something.